Hi, my name's Lauren. I currently work for the Shire of Mundaring, and today I'm going to go through a conventional effluent disposal system with you. First I'm going to tell you how they work, and then I'll show you what we as environmental health officers do to inspect them, and then I'll just tell you a couple of things that can go wrong and how you can fix it. So first up, in terms of how septic tanks work, they receive all of the effluent, so wastewater from the kitchen, laundry and bathroom from the house, and then come here. All of the solids sink to the bottom, and then all of the oil and grease floats to the top. Everything in between is the effluent, and the effluent then floats into the second tank. Now in the second tank, the same process happens again, it's just a smaller tank, so it occurs a lot quicker. From the second tank, the effluent then flows through to the diverter box, which is just over here. And then the diverter box will divert the effluent from one leach drain to the other leach drain, and we just suggest that you change that every 6 to 12 months on a date that you can remember. The reason we alternate between the two leach drains is to allow the soil around each leach drain to recover. Now, in terms of how to inspect them, the first thing you look at is the septic tanks, and you just check out these pipes, which we call squares, and they need to be opposite each other and cemented up. So as you can see, all four squares are in line and each one is cemented up nicely. From there, then we check that the diverter box works, which this one does, and it will just make sure that the handle works. And then you check that the leach drain length complies with the approval, which this one does, and that there's blue metal on either side of the leach drains. Now what the blue metal does is stops the holes in the side of the leach drain segments from clogging up, and it just allows the leach drains to last a lot longer than what they would without the blue metal. There are a couple of things that can go wrong with a conventional effluent disposal system. The first one is if there's effluent backing up into the house, or if there's some kind of sewage odour in the house, and generally what that means is that the septic tanks need to be pumped out by an approved service person. That's easy enough to do as long as you know the location of the septic tanks. The other thing that can go wrong is pooling of water above the leach drains. And generally what that means is that the soil around the leach drains is super saturated and can't take it anymore. This generally only happens in houses that are only serviced by one leach drain. All houses post 1990 have 2 leach drains. So if that's happening, what we would suggest is that you dig out all of the soil from either side of the leach drain and replace it with clean fill and blue metal, and we'd also suggest putting in the second leach drain. So with the septic tanks, we also inspect that they can hold water. Because these ones are concrete septic tanks, the concrete bases are actually poured on site, so we just need to make sure that it's sealed properly. So we ask for about a foot of water in there, and we just check that the level hasn't decreased too much over 24 hours.